Hello, it's me again, Morbid Sleep.
My name is Lucifer, please take my hand.
Oh boy, where do I start? I think anyone who clicked on this video already knows about Satan's love affair with black metal, so just close your eyes and imagine I made an incredible video essay explaining the role of Satanism in black metal, and I didn't even sound tired or robotic, okay? Okay, cool. Morbid Sleep out. Thanks for watching. Bye! Ah, you know I can't do that. I should have done this video before the paganism ones, but I've really been dreading this particular one because it's kind of a lot. I really can't figure out where to start, and sometimes I just get so sick of research. So, where do I start?
Satan.
Hey, did you know Baal is one of the original members and founders of Wardruna? You know, the band who, among other things, did a huge portion of the music for History Channel's Vikings? Yeah, a historically inspired, ostensibly pagan, folk musical project. Satanism and paganism are often conflated, yes, but in a post-Christian world, they're unavoidably linked. Historically, Christian authorities damned non-Christian religions as idolatry, and therefore aligned with evil against Christianity. An anthropomorphic concept of Satan is not native to early Christian theology, but it certainly got popular very quickly in Europe, probably because it was a highly effective method of propaganda to be talking about the works of evil as opposition to Jehovah and then slap the face of your local forest spirit on that particular concept. The word Satan simply means the accuser or hostile, and is not actually a proper noun. Its usage in the Bible and other similarly ancient scriptures is very likely simply a catch-all term referring to everything that is opposed to God. Satan, as we now identify him, has a billion names. Diabolos is the Greek translation of the word Satan, so it also means accuser or adversary. This is where the words for devil came from in the European languages: devil, Teufel, diable, diavolo, etc. Lucifer is associated with Satan out of, basically, imprecise translation. It's just a Latin name which means light-bringer, from a passage in Isaiah talking about how God will smite evil. Even as an independent entity, Satan is merely a member of a kind of divine court where he acts as a prosecutor, condemning the sins of mankind. His lore and associated powers grew to epic proportion as he became the representative of all things non-Christian, and captured the imaginations of witch hunters, inquisitors, monks, fire and brimstone preachers, lunatics, and occultists. Naturally, therefore, in the early days of metal, Satan was an attractive figure. Early bands like Black Sabbath and Slayer generally used his names and attributes exactly as the church would, and didn't align themselves directly with him. This was not so for later bands, inspired by the uproarious misunderstanding of the holier-than-thou Christian conservatives of the era. Death metal embraced horror, death, anti-mainstream, and therefore, of course, the Prince of Darkness himself. No, not that Prince of Darkness. When black metal's second wave began, there were two things they opposed. Number one, death metal, or rather life metal and its trendy sellout behavior. 2. Christianity and therefore Christian morality. Kids who were once death and thrash metal fans began a campaign against death metal and what it had become: sanitized, mainstream party metal. So black metal was created to be the true death metal: morbid, rotting, fetid, misanthropic, and uninterested in commercial success. Norwegian black metal intended to completely shun modern Norwegian society, so the satanic element was twofold, at once picked up from the apparently too lively corpse of death metal, and as a middle finger to the Christian majority of 90s Norway. So, at first, the young misanthropes were the edgy type of so-called Satanists, using the term almost entirely to shock and disgust their enemies. As the young edgelords began actually reading things like LaVey's Satanic Bible, some actually became Satanists. The emphasis LaVeyan Satanism has on materialism and individuality, and its frank opposition to Abrahamic religions like Christianity, is perfect for the edgy, intolerant atheist. Theistic Satanism, however, is way spookier for mainstream Christian enemies. I cannot at this time say for sure whether any black metal musicians are or were either atheistic Satanists or theistic Satanists, with the exception of Michael Ford of Black Funeral, who is a Luciferian, which is a theistic Satanist. But I can say that if Satan represents a rejection of Christianity and embodies all evil and cruelty, and black metal rejects Christianity and embraces evil and cruelty, Satan and black metal are a match made in hell. This is kinda also why black metal flirts with Nazi and fascist imagery, and plenty of bands outright embrace white supremacist ideologies. So, whether as a symbol of evil or a symbol of freedom, Satan's involvement in black metal is undeniable. I think I'll also make this a two-part video, as Satan is kind of a big topic, and I'd like to discuss its relation to paganism a bit more, and I also like to keep my videos generally below 10 minutes whenever possible, so yeah, see you next time in part 2 about 2 weeks from now or so.
I'd like to start by just you telling us what is the primary ideology or primary ideas that fuel Gorgoroth's music.